Hey there, so it's me, down the track. You do a workout. It's sun just went down, so it's just sunset right now, so it'll get dark in a second. All these people will leave. But this is my old track. Let's see all the little kids playing soccer. And then they're going to have a football game. That's the high school football field over there. They're going to have a football game over there later. And of course the porta potty. That's important. But yeah, this track's pretty beat up. If you look at it, it's all full of patches and stuff. I've been running down here for like 20 years. They don't actually use it as a track anymore. But I'll show you some interesting features. So this is a 400-meter track. And if you look, if you follow the curve of the track here, you'll see that where it stops curving, where the curve meets the straight part, there's going to be a line there, and that's where the start is. See that? And that down to the place where it starts curving again is 100 meters. So the curves themselves are 100 and the straightaways are 100, and that's how you figure it out. So I'm down the other side of the track now, and you see the curve here. And where the curve, again, where the curve meets the straightaway, that's fairly well delimited here. There's actually a line there. And see, it's marked. There's different events, and that's where the hurdles go, those red chevrons. So there's the highway over there. The sun is down. The moon is up. That's the hunter moon. Oh! So I got new shoes. Check those out. Those are New Balance 904s, and they feel nice and light and fast. We're going to give them a run tonight. The kids are gone now. It's a little bit darker, and I'm going to just do my warm-up, did some striders. I'll run a mile first, I'll jog a mile, and I'll do some pickups in the last lap, which means you just take a little faster and try to do an exaggerated running motion, kind of bring your form up on your toes, just to sort of assume that speed work mechanics. The kids are loud, huh? That's okay, they're kids. But one of the things I get in trouble with doing laps is losing count, actually. Today I'm going to do a 600 workout. So what's 600? 600 is going to be once around plus half around, because once all the way around is 400. So if I go, I'm going to start on the track on these numbers where the corner hits the track. So then I know that when I hit the end of the straightaway, that's 100. When I hit the far corner, that's a 200. When I hit the end of this straightaway over here, that's a 300. And when I come back around, that is a 400. And to make the math easy, so if I'm running a 6-minute mile, you can equivalent, is that a word? You can make equivalent a 1600 and a mile. The extra is about 50 feet, so it's like maybe 4 or 5 seconds different for somebody at my pace. So I really just sort of ignore it, and just to make the math easy. So if you say a 6-minute 1600, then divide it by 2, you get an 800. That's 3 minutes, right? Divided by 2, you get a 400. That's 1 minute 30. Duh, right? And so once around it's going to be 1 minute 30. So then you can look at the corners and go, well, then for a 200 it's going to be 45 seconds. And then for half of that it's going to be 22.5. So if you're having trouble with your pacing, you can actually do it by the 100s and check your watch to see whether you need to speed up or slow down. I tend to go out too fast and finish too slow, so it's a good way to leave breadcrumbs and know what you're doing. The other thing, if you tend to lose count, you can take a stick and you can mark it. Sometimes I'll bring playground chalk with me, and I'll just mark my splits on the track with the playground chalk in between laps. I'm gonna stretch out now before I do my hard work. I should warm right up. It's about 42 tonight. Anything under 40 I might wear tights, but I should be okay tonight. I got gloves, and gloves makes a big difference if you start getting cold. But the other thing you can do is if you don't have lines on your track, it's just a 400-meter track, you can put your bottle down or a stick or something, and just use that as a marker on the track. And so you know you go from there all the way around back to there. That's 400. The other thing you do, where they have these numbering systems here, if you've got your playground chalk, what you can do, if you got to do, let's say I'm going to do 6 laps, I can start here. When I finish the first one, I can put my bottle there in number 6. and then I can move to number 5 on the next one, number 4, number 3, number 2, and then I'll be able to keep track without having to remember it, which is a good thing for me because I'm a dope. So I'm going to do my workout. Sun's gone down now. We'll check in with you later. There you go, look at that. You see the hunter moon? Can you see any of this at all? I mean, I can see it. My eyes are adjusted. See, I'm backlit by the by these lights over here. There's a football field over there they're playing. Way over there. No kids left here though. Just me. So, I don't know if you can see me or not, but yeah, I just did 8 600s with 300 cool down. What was I going to say to you? You know, the important thing about doing speed work is the form. You can't just fight it the whole time. That's not what it's about. It's about being able to run in a certain mechanics at a certain heart rate level in a certain amount of pain, but comfortably, if that makes any sense. So you got to really practice your mechanics. Don't start out with long intervals. Start with shorter ones and really focus on your mechanics. And if you go talk to your track coach, there's a bunch of exercises you can do, the track guys do, to strengthen their legs and to get the right form. And you know, a good pair of shoes helps. I got these new shoes. These are nice. They're nice and light. You want to look for something that's light, fits whatever your strike is. I mean, I have a bit of a forefoot strike when I'm doing speed work, so not so much heel, but I need a little bit of heel. I can't go totally flat like the barefoot guys. My feet just aren't designed for that. But yeah, and typically the ones you want on the track don't have any lugs on them. They don't have any tread on them. They have like a really flat tread. Because you're on the track, there's no sand or dirt or rocks or anything. So you really don't want a lot of weight. You just want something that feels light and goes fast. And these are nice. These are really nice. I like them. And I didn't do all 8 of my 600s because, yes, one of them was a 500. I pulled up early. I do that a lot. That's why I like to do the even numbered ones, like the 400s and the 800s. Then I don't have to think. So when I'm doing speed work, I'm thinking about my mechanics, and I'm thinking about, you know, where's the finish line? I'm not thinking about, well, was this number 2 or number 4? So, but I got them all on my Ironman, all the splits. So we'll write those down when we get back. I think I was running right around a 6:10, 6:20 pace, which isn't real fast. I'd like to be able to go faster, but I just haven't done a lot of this recently. I'm still a little chubby. Weight makes a huge difference in doing speed work. And at 5 pounds either way, you'll notice the difference because you're moving that meat around. All right, so I'm going to run my cool down now, which is another mile or 4 laps. And I tell you what, I'll run out there. If you can see, I'll run out there and I'll mark the mile mark for you. So this is the start here. We'll run down to the mile mark. So if you do 4 laps plus this little bit that I'm going to show you, from here, start there. Probably won't be able to see this at all, but plus, if you come down here, maybe 50, 60 feet, I don't know, there's a curved line on the track, a curved white line, and that's the extra you have to run to make a mile. But if you're really worried about it, you can run in the second lane for a couple laps. For like 1 to 2 laps, you can run in lane 2 instead of lane 1. That'll make it a mile, I think, is what we figured out. Yeah, so it's right around here someplace. Can't see it, I think it's worn off. All right, we'll see you guys later. So, all right, I'm done. There's a football game. Friday Night Lights. Probably not quite the same thing in Littleton, Mass as it is in Texas, but so, and here's me again. I'm done. I'm done. Got to stretch out a little bit and go home. That's it, man. A little speed work. Speed work, good for the soul. If you want to run fast, you got to run fast. That's my tip. Ciao.